so much to talk about. First and foremost is I still don't understand if this is a pandemic and not a plandemic. Why are these hospitals changing death certificates? Why are they being instructed to change death certificates to say that people died from COVID-19? No matter what you died from COVID-19. Why are people okay with that? Why is that when this is supposed to be such a deadly pandemic? No one's denying that people are dying. Well, we are well aware of that. But what we are not well aware of is the fact that there is not even proper testing being done for a cause of death. It's being ruled to COVID-19. If this was a pandemic, they would not have to put the same hospital footage from different parts of the world and claim that it's New York and claim that it's Italy. If it was a pandemic like they're saying, they would not be using footage from actual TV shows and movies and claiming it to be real. Because that has also happened, if you haven't seen that in your news source. Why is Gavin Newsom saying that our lives will be changed forever, and when we go into restaurants, you're going to have to get your temperature taken? I mean, where does this end? Where does it end when there are governors that are taking seeds to make your own food out of fucking stores so that you can't plant your own food? Why are the seeds, and this woman will not answer these questions, why are the seeds being taken out of the store? There are other places where you can't buy charcoal, you can't buy paint, you can't buy things to plant anything with. What does that have to do with anything? The skate parks in LA, in California, have been filled with sand so that these kids can't skate or skateboard anymore. So at what point do we say enough is enough when a father is arrested for playing softball or baseball with his daughter? When a man is paddleboarding in the ocean by himself in the Pacific Ocean and is chased out by cops and then arrested? Where does it end when you don't think that your rights are still being taken away? Because every week is a different excuse as to why you can't open, or the new laws or the new rules. Last time I checked, my body, my choice. Who is anyone in this world to tell me what I'm going to inject into my body and think that that is okay? So if you think your rights are still not being taken away, take a closer look. You can disagree with me all you want. I don't care. But what I'm saying is I'm not injecting my body with shit, and that is my choice. So if people don't start standing up, signing the petitions that are floating around, this is just going to get way worse. And the fact that you don't think that is a problem, because you're not opening your mind. You're just seeing what you want to see. You're thinking that everybody is looking out for your best interest. You're sitting there thinking that people care about your well-being by wanting to inject you with something that you don't know what will happen an hour later after you've been injected with it. You don't know what can happen a week later, a month, a year, or 10 years down the line. Nobody does. So don't sit there and volunteer me for you believing this bullshit. Don't volunteer everyone else and say, they're doing it for the greater good. You obviously don't do your research. And that's all that I can continue to say is do your research. I'm going to put some clips from different people that have had enough. And hopefully you'll start to see that there are people all over this globe that feel exactly the same way as these people do, as I do. And if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the people at the top of the ladder that are sitting there laughing at us, that are using these experiments to see how many people will die, to see how many people will abide by the rules. That's on you if you want to continue to live your life that way. But the selective outrage is ridiculous, and everybody has had enough. They want their life back, they want their livelihood back, and their businesses, their money, their mental health, their physical health. If you look at some people, how stressed, you can see the stress written all over their face. Because there's a lot of people that won't make it through this, and it's not because of the virus. So hopefully this message reaches a lot of people and it hits a lot of people hard because this is where we're at now. This is the reality. You can like it or not, I don't care. But at least I'm going to say it because I know other people are thinking it. So if you want, join our lives, doing them almost every night. And we just have really good discussions and everybody is welcome. You're welcome to say what you want to say as long as you're not being mean and derogatory to other people. And open discussions are welcome.
After 45 days, it turns out that every single thing you said of how horrible it was going to be, what the mortality rate was, that America was fixing to lose millions of people, right? Every single model has shown that that's not true. In
Union not. It's about the governor of this state telling me that I can't go. The governor of Michigan said you can't visit your friend's house. Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
They stopped the ability. You can no longer visit a. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. How about that?
Welcome to.
How much individual power and leeway is given to the physician, coroner, or medical examiner signing the death certificate? How do I know this? I've been filling out death certificates for over 30 years.
We've got tyrannical governors trying to tell us what we can do, when we can do it, saying, well, we hope to have the economy back up and running by June, July, and we'll make that decision then. No!
Even before we heard of COVID-19, death certificates were based on assumptions and educated guesses that go unquestioned. When it comes to COVID-19, there is the additional data skewer that is, get this, there is no universal definition of COVID-19 death. The Center for Disease Control, updated from yesterday, April 4th, still states that mortality, quote-unquote, data includes both confirmed and presumptive positive cases of COVID-19. That's from their website. Translation, the CDC counts both true COVID-19 cases and speculative guesses of COVID-19 the same.
First person on the barbecue, you know what I'm talking about? If you can't defend yourself, you're going to be the first person on the barbecue. Read the books. Read how when society decays, you get to a point. Hey, how are the waves out there? Okay, good. I gotta go surf the lakes today too, so I'm gonna get wet. And I will go surfing even if it's illegal. I'll get my ticket and I'll never pay my ticket. I'm done paying. If this is the way the world's gonna be, I'm not paying taxes. I'm not paying for tickets. Let it go, bro. Let's have some fun. And like I said, I ain't living in a world that's gonna be this medically oppressed. I would rather take a bullet than live in the world that they're pushing towards us. And if you think it's gonna be pretty, just go look at the way the people in China treat their people. It's horrific. All right, let's hear it, everybody! Open up your city! There we go! Huntington Beach, California!